Hey guys, welcome back again to my channel. My name is Oyinka, and if it's your first time stopping by, then you baby are most definitely welcome. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing some tips on how to study absolutely anything. I recently started a PLAB series where I've been talking about how I studied for my PLAB exam and how I was able to move to the UK as an international medical graduate. And I wanted to just share some tips really on how I'm able to study anything and come out in flying colors. Yes, if I do say so myself, your girl is pretty smart. So anyways, I'm not going to toot my horn any further because it's not necessary. That's not why you came here. You came here to know how to study. So in this video, I'm going to be sharing active recall method, the active recall framework. Really, that is what I believe is the gold standard, and that is what I believe has been a game changer for me. So please do well to hit that subscribe button down below to join the family, and share this video with everyone who cares to watch it. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Now, the first thing that I should say, I remember when I was in medical school, you guys, and we had like our first MBA exam, which was anatomy, physiology, and biochemistry. I was scared because it was a very broad exam, particularly anatomy, because anatomy is so broad. You know, it has gross anatomy, histology, embryology, neuroanatomy. It's really so broad, and at the time I didn't have this cheat code that I'm about to share with you. But what I was doing more at the time was more of passive reading, and I have found that passive reading is not really the way to go. I know that when you see your mates reading, you're thinking, oh, they're highlighting with markers and everything, or it must make retention easier for them, or it must make recall easier for them. And the truth of the matter is, it doesn't. And it has been scientifically proven that that method of studying is the least effective method of studying. When you are reading from your textbooks and you're writing down notes in your jotter and you're highlighting your textbooks with markers, it is literally the least effective way that you can study if you want to retain information and recall information, as a matter of fact. So that brings me to my next point, which is active recall, and which is what I wish I had, particularly when I was studying for my exams, and why I want to share this with you so that you don't have to make the same mistakes I made, and so that your journey throughout studying is so much easier. I just want to thank Kenhub for kindly sponsoring this section of this video. And Kenhub is an anatomy learning platform that is open to medical doctors, medical students, and every healthcare professional who is interested in learning anatomy. And the best thing about Kenhub is that the way it teaches you is through visuals, very colorful illustrations, atlases of anatomy, and you can even learn things like medical imaging. So we're talking chest x-rays, MRI, CT scan, all from Kenhub. I know it's really mind-blowing because this is a resource that I wish I had when I was in medical school. So with active recall, what you're doing really is you're studying, and instead of writing down exactly what you studied word for word, what you're doing is you're writing down questions that you can quiz yourself on, or you're using things like flashcards so that you can quiz yourself on it, so that it makes your brain more involved in the process. And it's not just a passive way, you're actively trying to quiz yourself and you're actively trying to recall things that you have read. This method has been scientifically proven to be one of the best ways to guarantee success, and that is particularly what Kenhub employs in the website. So what you're going to do is you're going to go onto Kenhub. There's the premium version and there's the free version, but I already have the premium version because like I have been using Kenhub ever since I came to this country, and it has been a world of difference. So I have my laptop here and I have Kenhub open, and I just want to show you guys how I use Kenhub. Alright guys, so this is my Kenhub dashboard, and you can see that it's divided into topics: upper limb, lower limb, spine and thorax, just to help you understand and to help you like compartmentalize when you're reading. You can also learn things like radiological imaging, and the best part about this is that you can create custom quizzes for yourself so that when you're done you can formulate it according to your syllabus. Now we're going to go into the abdomen and just have a look at what Kenhub has to offer. We can see here that the abdomen is divided into different sections, and Kenhub really breaks it down. Like, it's divided into the regions of the abdomen, the musculature, neurovasculature, everything. And just in case you wanted to go into the details to learn about the peritoneum and the organs in the abdomen, Kenhub has got you, and it takes everything step by step so that you understand every single detail. Now we're going to go into the regions of the abdomen just to have a little understanding of what Kenhub has to say. I particularly love the video that Kenhub uses to explain the regions of the abdomen. It is so simplified and I'm here for it.
In today's tutorial, we're going to identify two methods of dividing the abdomen into smaller regions: the 4-quadrant scheme and the 9-region scheme. We will then briefly explore the contents of each of the 9 regions and finish off this video with a clinical note on the regions of the abdomen. Before we dive into the bulk of this tutorial, let's just take a moment to familiarize ourselves with the location of the abdomen. The abdomen is the region of the body found between the thorax and the pelvis.
Once you have finished with the tutorial, then you can take a quiz just to test yourself on how well you think you've assimilated. And this is where active recall comes into play, because you're testing yourself to see if you remember everything that you were just taught.
Anterior median line. Abdomen. Transumbilical plane. Left upper quadrant.
So with this, really what you're doing is active recall, because you've learned it from the images that has been shown to you, and then these act as like flashcards, so they're showing you things and you're answering the questions and you are just learning. So just because I've been enjoying Kenhub a lot and I want you guys to enjoy Kenhub as well, I am going to be giving 8 1-month free premium access to Kenhub. I know it's raining Santa Claus in here and Kenhub is doing the most, but I absolutely love it, and I'm so glad that Kenhub was willing to sponsor this by also giving you guys the chance to use Kenhub. So if you're interested in signing up for Kenhub to be able to experience all this juiciness that I've told you about firsthand, follow me on Instagram and come back, leave a comment here and comment done, and also leave a comment on my Instagram saying that you are interested in the Kenhub premium membership. It's important also for you to use the right tools when you're studying, and that really is another way Kenhub comes into play, especially with anatomy. Like I said, I was quite scared of anatomy back in the days. People used to go to like the chapel to pray during MB period because it was such a big deal. Like nobody wanted to fail, because if it meant you wouldn't move on to clinical school. So I just imagine how much easier my life would have been if I had Kenhub at the time, especially with anatomy that I struggled with at the time. When you're studying also, it's important to use the right tools. So you want to keep your phone aside, because you know, like with phones, you always have notifications popping up and down, and really that can be a huge source of distraction. So you just want to push it to the side. If you feel like maybe using your iPad is going to help you be more streamlined, or using your laptop is going to help you to be more streamlined, that's definitely one way to go. The next point would be to know your syllabus and exam outline. So you know, when the teachers share the syllabus at the beginning of the term, they do it quite literally so you know what to expect and know how to study. It's like a study guide. So when you have your syllabus, please use it to plan your study and give yourself adequate time to study. Don't be a crash reader. Work smart, not hard. Even if it means just working a few hours or studying a few hours every day, as opposed to waiting until the last minute and trying to study for 20 hours a day. Work smart, not hard. That's the most important thing. And again, teach as much as you can, because you can only truly remember things when you teach it. Like they say, practice makes perfect. So when you're teaching it, not only are you teaching the other person, you're also teaching yourself, and you're reinforcing the knowledge you have in yourself. So it's like it's like a symbiotic relationship, really. The other person is learning, you're learning, everybody's happy, and the world is a better place, really. And the last but not the least is to use acronyms to help you remember. Now, one acronym I particularly love with respect to anatomy is the acronym for learning the 12 cranial nerves. I know I'm just going to share it here because I feel like it's really helpful, and it really helped me, and that is: all once one takes the anatomy finals, very good vacations are heavenly. It's literally like that, and then you can list the cranial nerves according to that. So guys, that is it for this video. I really do hope you enjoyed the video, and I really do hope that you guys find Kenhub helpful. Again, details to enter the giveaway would be for you to leave a comment on this video showing that you're interested, as well as to follow me on my Instagram and leave a comment on one of my photos saying that you're interested in the giveaway, and I will let you know if you've won it and how to claim your prize. Okay, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you guys in my next video. Bye guys.